If you're not doing it as an MSP, they're going to find someone else to do it. And most likely, they're probably going to be an MSP that's larger that can offer compliance, IT, cybersecurity, and AI all in one package, that you're going to start losing clients. So I think compliance and AI is still, you've got to jump on that game and really start selling.
What is the biggest danger and opportunity you see when you are coaching other entrepreneurs, especially when you look at 2026? There is just so much disruption happening and so many things moving, and the velocity, the pace is totally different pace of change. So what comes to your mind in terms of when you are talking to a lot of other entrepreneurs, coaching other entrepreneurs, the danger and the opportunity that you see?
You've got to get out of just being the IT guy, okay? You've got to be the business consultant now. I think we're sort of a full circle where we used to be the business IT consultant for companies, then we got into managed services, and now we're having to evolve again into a business IT or business technology consultant, including AI and how to help a company implement AI in their business.
Welcome to AI by Design Podcast. Brings MSP leaders into real, unscripted conversations about innovation that actually works. Hosted by Kaila, it's focused on turning AI into measurable business impact.
Hi, Will. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Sonny, good to see you again.
So good to see you, my friend. Time flies. We were together at Kaseya just a few weeks ago, and appreciate you joining me today. I want to start with your entrepreneurial journey, because a lot of people that watch Sunny Silver Linings and what we share from IT by Design, they want to learn from other entrepreneurs. And so let's start with your entrepreneurial journey, because you have a great one. And where did you start? How did you get into MSP? Where you were when you started and where you are today?
Yeah, so it's crazy for someone that came from the country of North Carolina, a small little town in North Carolina. I didn't go straight to college. I was actually running a bulldozer right out of high school, and then 12-hour shifts. I was like, that's not for me. So I actually left there and went to college, got 2 degrees in technology, and then from there started working in technology. Started my MSP in 2008, and even though MSPs were around, I still really didn't know what MSPs were. I just knew I saw a need of working with companies for medium and small businesses having outsourced IT. And you're probably thinking, going back, and this is showing our age, Sonny, and in 2008 with the big crash, and why would you start a company then? And really, it was a great time for me because I didn't have all the overhead a lot of other companies had, right? I was starting out, and the reason why I started, because I was a vice president of a mortgage company, a vice president of technology at a mortgage company when the mortgages blew up in '07, and so lost my job from that. We laid off 800 people at the time. And I said, you know what? At that point, I said, I'm never going to work for someone again. I'm going to do my own thing. So I started doing consulting work in '07, just doing some side work. And in 2008, I incorporated and started Vector Choice. We went through some name changes. I started out as Vapor Services, and of course, older people that are older than me, vaporware, and then the new generation of vaping was coming along at the same time. So, but let's say that was a bad decision of a company name. But then I switched it to Vector Choice, and that was a lot better, kosher as a technology company. And we, I started from scratch, right by myself. I did get one contract really quick. I ended up hiring 2 people within the first 18 months of being in business. And we've grown it from there. Now we're in 9 locations across the United States, from offices from Philadelphia all the way around to West Texas. I'm based out of Atlanta, Georgia. That's where our corporate office is at. And just been going. And now I've done that through M&A and acquisitions, but also organic growth as well.
And you are basically helping other entrepreneurs scale their businesses as well. And your MSP Mastery is one evidence. MSP Mastery Group is one example. And thank you for your invitation to some of the retreats that you take entrepreneurs and take them on this learning and connection journey. So now with MSP Mastery, Will, you have shifted from building your own MSP. You basically expanded, not shifted, expanded your kind of your impact. So now you're helping others grow their businesses. What made you want to make that leap or your focus there? And what is the biggest danger and opportunity you see when you are coaching other entrepreneurs, especially when you look at 2026? There is just so much AI disruption happening and so many things moving, and the velocity, the pace is totally different pace of change. So what comes to your mind in terms of when you are talking to a lot of other entrepreneurs, coaching other entrepreneurs, the danger and the opportunity that you see?
Yeah, when I started, my MSP in 2008, I felt like I was on an island by myself. No one else was going to help me. I had to figure it out. I had to create the engine as I was flying. And so that was the fear I had. Well, then I realized our community, as the MSP community, it's a huge community out there, not just in the United States, but worldwide. It's a huge community, and a lot of people struggle with the same questions and same concerns. And I started coaching about 6 years ago, and I really see that the community, besides being by yourself, you can have someone help you along. And really coach you along on the path, besides recreating every single thing. I mean, yes, it's good to have your uniqueness in your company. I believe every company should have that, but you shouldn't have to recreate the wheel on things that are just common. And that's really where I love the coaching aspect, and where we started MSP Mastery Group. So it's mspmasterygroup.com is the website, and where we help MSPs grow their company from a different leadership aspects. I mean, a lot of us in the MSP world started their business because we were good at IT, right? But we were not good at leadership, growing a company, finances, and all the things that comes along with running a business. And so I saw that need, and I started wanting to help people. And we have an awesome event we do about 4 times a year down in Acapulco, Mexico. And where I take at least 7 CEOs and their spouses, if the spouses want to come, down in Acapulco. And yes, it's a destination. It's a beautiful house. It's a beautiful place to go. But it helps everybody disconnect from the day to day and really focus on growing their business. And I give so much back. All the knowledge that I've built over the past 18 years of growing MSP, I give that knowledge to them. I help them along with things, from their packaging, pricing, from how to actually manage a team, how to grow where you're at today. And I've had so many people say, Will, they would come to the event and say, Will, I don't sell hardware because I just don't think it's right to sell hardware. They leave that event and they grow their business $300,000 to $400,000 just in hardware sales the next year, right? And because they get in their own way, because in our mindset as being IT, we want to always do the right thing. And I think you should always do the right thing, but you cannot prevent it from you making money, okay? Growing your business. And besides just giving the hardware away to someone and let someone else sell it and make the money off of it, why don't you make the money off of it? Why don't you be that all value to your customers? And that leads into the AI piece of it as well. When I started, I was just strictly IT. We were managed services, help desk. You could call us, we fix, we monitor, we put, and then cybersecurity really started coming around. All the tools with cybersecurity. Then you had compliance, and compliance is still huge. If you're not selling compliance today, I encourage you as an MSP, sell compliance. We teach you at MSP Mastery how to sell compliance as well. But then AI is the next hot topic. And I don't want you to be a bandwagoner and just jump on the bandwagon on everything that comes around. But AI is fundamentally changing the way we do business as the MSP. And I think there's a few things with AI that is going to affect MSPs today. One is you've got the tool set that you have, your PSAs, your RMMs, all the tools that you have. Pick tools that have AI functions they're building and involving their software and their systems to you that have AI built in. and utilize those tools first and foremost, right? Maximize the AI and the tools that you actually already have and that are available to you. That's number one. Number two is I encourage you to sell AI as a service. And AI as a service that's the hardest one. We'll get to that in a second, Sonny, but AI software as a service is something else as well. There's a tool, and I don't want to promote anybody on here, but Hats AI is a tool that we use. We sell to our clients as AI software as a service. That gives us additional revenue. That gives us a more stickiness inside of the client because now they're using that platform to do their day-to-day work. AI projects. You've got to get out of just being the IT guy. Okay. You've got to be the business consultant now. I think we're sort of a full circle where we used to be the business IT consultant for companies. Then we got into managed services. And now we're having to evolve again into a business IT or business technology consultant, including AI and how to help a company implement AI in their business. Because if you're not doing it as MSP, they're going to find someone else do it. And most likely they're probably going to be an MSP that's larger that can offer compliance, IT, cybersecurity, and AI all in one package. That you're going to start losing clients. So I think compliance and AI is still, you've got to jump on that game and really start selling that.
What I'm hearing you say, Will, is AI and cybersecurity. While it's a danger, is one of the opportunity, like the biggest opportunity out there, and we got to start. We shouldn't be waiting for stuff to kind of happen or happen to us. We need to start making progress in terms of helping clients with their AI journey, with their roadmaps. And if you don't do it, someone else is going to do it. And customers are desperately looking for AI trusted advisors. And you have that position within that business to be that trusted AI advisor for your customers. And you got to just go and you got to make sure that your customers know that you have the capabilities to do it, and you need to start helping them, start positioning yourself so you don't lose your customers to another company or AI native MSP where they're just starting with that lens. And so let's double click on that a little bit. Like with the pace of change that is there, and a lot of things are changing. We have seen Anthropic US banning the new capability or the new model that is there. But the point that I'm making is there's just so much change, so much, it's very hard to keep up with. And when you think about the MSPs that you normally coach, and when you're talking to them, so if there is one thing that they can do immediately to start moving, what is that one thing?
Something and anything. I hate to say it so simply, but it is true. I think the biggest thing is get out of the mindset that all I want to do is IT. Okay, because it's not going to go away, but over the next 5 to 10 years, it is definitely shifting on how we actually deliver IT. And the old, I guess that I say the old days, I'm making me you Sonny seem old here. Is really the upside down pyramid where you had more level one techs than you had sysadmins. You had level ones, more level ones, less level twos, and so forth. I'm seeing the shift now from here to more here, where we don't need as many level ones because we're utilizing AI so much at the entry level of tickets that we don't need as many level ones. And so that's going to start shifting. So you're going to start shifting where you're going to need more higher level people, and shifting to getting someone in your team to start learning AI, how to do AI. And then you can start. What way we go about it is we will sell an AI project. Our account managers will go into a client, start having a conversation about a business conversation, not the IT conversation. What are processes you're doing over and over every day? Not that you're trying to replace, but we just want to hear the things that are repetitive processes that you're doing. Then we take it back to our team and, hey, is there something we could do to streamline this from an AI standpoint for them? And my team will play with a few things, and we will show an example to them of what we can do. Then we will do a project for them for that one particular thing, and then we will get them on AI as a service. Okay, so it's sort of like a managed services. You onboard, you charge an onboarding fee, and then you do managed services and a monthly recurring. Now you're building AI as a monthly recurring revenue. We're seeing that grow faster than our managed services monthly recurring revenue today.
Yeah, no, that's so amazing. I think that question that you just shared, leading with that question, what is your biggest challenge in terms of boring, repeatable work? And so identifying a problem to solve with AI, with that question, and asking that question in terms of your biggest constraint. If there is one thing that AI can do for you, like what is that wish list? So kind of finding a problem, solving that problem with AI, starting there is a great way to think through this. And QBRs, TBRs, whatever you call it, those opportunities are great opportunities for you to find constraint and then use AI as a capability to solve that problem. That's a good way to start.
One of the simple things you can do, and it sounds so simple, it's like, does that really work? Is go to a client and say, hey, how do you handle HR in your company? When HR questions come up, do they have a person to call? Is there a playbook or a handbook that they go to? Who handles that? Well, what we do, we will take and write an AI inside of Teams where they can just go search, and it's sort of an HR resource, and they can just type in and say, hey, what's my PTO? What's my bereavement leave? What type of insurance options do I have? Right. And it's looking at the data inside of your company to produce that to that employee. Right. It's something very simple, and it's really not even AI. But it gives the point across of what you can do and gets the client thinking of the options that they could do, the streamlined things where they're not getting the repetitive questions of the whole company asking all the time.
100%. And I think a lot of people have that fear. And I think another piece there, Will, is technology leaders, especially MSP owners. Our background is technology. And a lot of us are architects and problem solvers. And normally our fact finding is very high. So we want to have a lot of facts before we move. But in the pace that we are dealing with right now, you got to have a little bit of quick start as well. Start doing something, at least start positioning yourself as an AI company, and you can do even a small training. It could be co-pilot training. It could be something where it's like, okay, while I'm identifying processes that can be automated, and MSPs have been doing it in terms of automation, and here is just AI-powered automation, to your point. It's just, okay, what is that one process, one repeatable thing that we can do? But another thing is, hey, let me at least do AI enablement, empowerment for the team members, because mindset training is a great training to add value to your customers, because a lot of fear, uncertainty, doubt is there. It's not AI is going to take their job. MSP's customers, employees that I'm talking about. It's about people that know AI tools and they have AI skills, and those are the individuals that are going to replace them. So can we help our customers, employees with the AI mindset, the culture, AI culture that is good, human in the loop is going to stay there, but you got to go and help your customers with a little bit of trainings. That's another piece, right?
Thank you for watching the AI by Design podcast. Stay tuned for more conversations at the intersection of AI, leadership, and innovation. Follow us on our channels, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.